Today we're heading out to the dome to check out the water lettuce and some new fish additions to the dome.
Hopefully that works. I haven't gone live on my page for a while. Hey guys, I'm still out in the dome tinkering with my plants, having a good time. If you look back here, this morning I'm so excited because I have a bunch of new little babies in my water pond. Well, actually water tank. So I want to show it to you because one of my Facebook friends on here was telling me she had some water hyacinths and couldn't find any water plants locally. I really lucked out this year. I happen to be in one of my favorites. Well, all the garden centers are my favorite. Who am I kidding? Okay, so I was in a garden center and I happened to see a little pond full of water plants, and they were cheap. So I figured, you know what? I'm gonna give them a try. They were cheap. I think I brought home 3 of them the first time. I went back and there were a couple left. I didn't want to be a hog, but I took a couple more. So I think I ended up with 5 in a month's time. And I put them here. I'm in my geodesic biodome, the 20-foot dome. Ooh, there it is. I lost it. There we are. So I did a few new things this year, or things different actually. I used a barley straw bale, which you can get these on Amazon. Or if you have them in Menards close by, they had them early in the season. So these are nice. I put this in the water. Now I've done that before, but I think what I did wrong before was I didn't have enough plants and I didn't have the right fish, which is something we've got going on in my big pond. So anyways, let me turn this around. I want to show you my water babies. Okay, whoop, there's my finger. Here we are, we're in the dome. I'm supposed to be working. Oh, look at all these figs. I've been picking at least 3 or 4 figs every day out here. It's the coolest thing, and they're so yummy. It's the coolest thing, and they're so yummy. Anyhow, that's a whole nother video. Here's my water pond. It's about, the deepest point is probably about 3 feet deep. And I've got 5 koi, the largest being maybe about 4 inches long. And the neighbor girls gave me some goldfish, and they are loving it in here, and it's really helping the water. I have not had the water look so awesome ever, except when I was doing refills with it, and I haven't taken hardly any water out. There's right there, I think those are called water hyacinth, which is what my Facebook friend was saying she threw out. I never had luck with those until this year. I had one little plant, it was little like that, and now it's multiplied, which is neat. So we'll see what happens when the water temperature starts to drop come winter time in here. It does not freeze over. I do keep a little thermometer in there. And during the coldest part of winter, it was down to about 52 degrees. So that's pretty good, I think, for unheated water. Now, look at all those. Look at all those. Okay, so those are the ones I brought home, but there were only... Here, we'll go over... Let's walk over here. I've got a mess. I'm supposed to be cleaning up in here today, and there's my banana trees, and I've got a bunch of new structures to put in here for the winter garden. But when I brought those, these were all from the same plant. When I brought the 4 home, they were only about this big. So I have 4 about this big without little babies, and now these are just going nuts. Now these are just old recycled, I don't know what you would call them, farm barrels. That we recycled. We had them in our barn like forever. Used them for garbage cans, and then when we built the dome, I painted them black, but the black's kind of rubbing off. Oh wow, it's kind of coming off. And I ended up dropping. Oh, I just saw one. There's one. Oh, you probably can't see it. I gotta be careful. I don't want to drop my phone. My goldfish. I put about 5 little goldfish in here, along with a few minnows. And, oh, I can see, oh, see him. I'm scared to put my phone too close. I dropped my iPhone once in the ocean. It was horrible. Oh, it was really horrible. What saved it was rice. So keep that in mind. Rice, turn it off immediately. Put it in the sun. Luckily, I was in California, so that heat really warmed it up. And it worked, kind of. It worked. It wasn't until a few months later the audio started acting up, and I'm pretty sure it was because of the water. But anyhow, these are doing really good. And now there's no pumps in here. It's just basically some sun getting to it and the plants being plants. And oh, there he is. Hi. See him? He's tiny. He's only about that big, maybe an inch. And I dropped a few in this one and that one. And let's see if I can hurdle this can. I'll just move it. Look at my ferns in here this year. Now this is that Kimberley Fern. I highly recommend these. I love the shape of these. And they wintered over great out here in the dome. I never have much luck with the Boston ferns, but I keep trying. Here's the new little babies. Now this one gets more sun. The other ones are a little more shaded. And what else is different? Oh, I've had these in here longer. And this also had the fish before the other ones did. This one's still kind of struggling. I just put some fish in here. There were minnows, but I put about another 5 goldfish in here. And there it is. How fun. All right, so the question was, or not the question, my friend on Facebook, look how pretty. I just love water plants. I'll be in a mood and I just come out here and kind of look in and little fish will pop up and it's like, oh, hi. I know. I need to get out more, don't I? All right, anyhow, back to the Facebook question. All right, so what I'm thinking you could do with these plants is just recreate kind of the same thing. You know, use a little water container, just bring one in. Maybe add a couple you could put goldfish in there. It doesn't have to have a pump. Just make sure this is in a nice window with lots of sun coming in, natural sun. I think it might survive. In fact, I'm going to try that. Remind me, I'm going to have to mark on my calendar because I get so busy come autumn. Because the rest of the garden is closing up for the year. And I'm out here doing crazy stuff. Like, you know, I've got to move. I'm moving this out. I've got a ladder in here. This is moving out. I'm setting up these different vertical stations in here to hopefully grow more edibles and so on. So lots of work, lots of fun stuff. But I'm definitely going to try that. Why not? You know, that's the only way you're going to learn. Like, if I wouldn't have brought those little plants home, I wouldn't have this. And you know what? My little koi in there are so happy. They love it. They're doing really well. So there it is. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sign out because I've got lots of work to do. And I think it's lunchtime. I'm really hungry. But I could blab all day. Thanks for joining me. And you guys have a great day. And I'll talk to you soon.